Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
You got a kid?
Yes, sir.
Listen, bro. You don't make broken homes. Women make broken homes. When you have a child by a man, I think it is your duty to make sure your child knows his father, is around his father, and finds a way. You, as a woman, you need to find a way to make peace with the father of your children. Because if you have peace with the father of your children, it'll never be a broken home. The man can gather his children and grow his kingdom. And if you still want to play sometime, you could be part of the kingdom in the back somewhere. But I'm just saying, ain't no such thing as a man creating a broken home. Now, if I got pregnant and I didn't let the kid see their mama, I would be creating broken homes. Men are not capable of creating broken homes. If you lay down with that man, you have basically given him power. Only one got more power than the man whose child you have is God. You gave him ultimate power over you if you carried his seed and had it. So if you break the home, that's on you. Trust me. That's the truth right there. Yeah.
Oh my God. I was not expecting that. I
Hey,
was
what's going on,
not.
What's going on, family? It's time for the Nopick's Podcast.
This is Joe, No Mix Podcast family. Was good.
All right.
Damn.
So, what do you think about what Corey Holcomb said?
Damn. All right. There's a lot to unpack, right? But damn. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out which angle to address it at because I know this is gonna ruffle some feathers, right? I think that I can understand when he said men don't go around. All right. So how do I say this? This is so some of this is subjective, right? But
Right.
I feel like when a man is ready to have a child and wants a
Yeah.
child, a man will do whatever he wants. Everything in his power to provide for that kid and to be in that kid's life, right?
Right.
But those things have to be true. That he either wants the child, like if he wanted the child, wanted to be a father, you know what I mean? Like, or a man who's just gonna accept the responsibility of that and be like, listen, it is what it is. This child is coming here. Like, he's not gonna create a broken home, right? I feel like I feel like when a man is upset about a kid, it's because he didn't want it and she had it, regardless of what he felt. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
when if a man is
Right.
like, "Yo, I'm not ready to have a kid. I don't want to have a kid," and she was just like, "Well, I'm not gonna delete it. I'm gonna have this kid. Maybe it's my faith, or maybe because I'm already attached, or whatever for whatever reason."
Right.
I feel like those are the situations where men are like, "Nah." You know what I'm saying? And you could make the argument, well, damn, he should have wrapped it up. He should have had protection. I'm like, yeah, you're right, but like at the same time, I mean, she opened her legs and let him hit, and he couldn't do that without her consent. You know what I'm saying? So it
Yeah.
comes back to
Yeah.
that question we've had before, where it's like, women are the gatekeepers of sex. So if you let a Dusty impregnate you, what does that say about you? Assuming
Yeah.
he's Dusty, you know what I mean? Or if I was just trying to have some fun and didn't want to have a kid out of it, what I'm trying to say is like, I understand the sentiment that men aren't going to break homes, right? If a man don't want a kid, he gonna tell you, I don't want a kid. He might say, listen, I'll pay for the process. I'll take a
Right.
plan B. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like the situations where a man just wants to walk away from it or not be there is because he didn't want it and she did. And that's when we talk about
Yeah.
like women have all the power. They control life that is conceived and life that comes into
Right.
this world, right? So that's my first thought. So I got more to say, but like I want to hear, how do you? Because Corey said a
Yeah.
lot. That's just addressing
He
one
said a
part of
lot.
his
He did
comment.
say a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What did you feel? What did you feel about this?
All right. So I'm going to talk about the exception to the rule. All right,
Okay.
and I don't want to do this, but I got to, right? Because that's my personal existence, my personal life.
Right.
My father was, slaying everything in Philly, I guess, in the fucking in the 80s, right? And my father has like 30 plus kids. I don't even know how many kids that man has. And I have multiple siblings who are similar ages to me. I've met them. Some of them I met, some of them I haven't met. And I would say that in that circumstance, that my father created multiple broken homes. He just didn't care. Um,
Right. Right.
but I would also say that he was the exception. So I would say that my father was one of those ones. So if my father has my dad, I keep saying my dad has multiple baby moms. Has my dad has like 30 kids, more than that, more than 30. But I'm just conservatively saying 30, right? Six, no, five with my mom, and others with other people. Sometimes he had one baby mom with one kid and two like multiples, right? So my dad has multiple baby moms, right? Um, the issue is that I would argue that he's the exception because he was one of the few ones that was able to procreate with multiple women. Most men can't do that, and that's through our
Right.
history, right?
A third of
So
men
my
never
dad,
procreate. About a third of men
third of
never
men,
procreate. Almost damn near a
right?
third, yeah.
So my dad is the exception to that rule. And so my dad was one of the ones that all the chicks back in the 80s in Philly was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna bang him and have his baby, and that's what they did.
Right.
And so in my dad's circumstance, yes, absolutely, he made multiple broke homes. He just didn't give a f. He was just he was just Johnny Appleseeding it out here. He didn't care.
Yeah.
But I would say most men aren't on that type time. So
Right.
so
Right. Right.
so to agree with what you said, yeah, guys aren't out here doing X, Y, and Z. That's true. Um, we talked about this before. Women choose the men that they want to, do X, Y, and Z with,
Right.
and more times than they should have. Those women back in the 80s chose my father, my mom being one of them,
Right.
multiple times, right? Because like I said, I have siblings that are literally the same age as me. I'm 36 right now. I have siblings that are 36, 37, 38. And then I have siblings from my mom and dad that are a year younger, 2 years younger, 4 years younger. So my mom kept going back, and she knew what time it was.
Damn.
So
Yeah. Yeah. No. Listen. I'm glad you acknowledged that, bro. And I think your father is a great example of that. In my mind, I know that there are men who are just dusty, and I'm sorry, no disrespect to your father, but like just go around there slanging it and just like planting his seeds everywhere. Like my stepfather is a man who created multiple broken homes, right? And I saw his daughters, my stepsisters at the time, like I saw how just destroyed them, bro. They became teen moms, they become drug addicts, they were irresponsible, neglectful parents, like so he created broken homes and then created
right,
broken children, and then they perpetuated that cycle, right? Trauma gets passed down. So I saw firsthand a man do that. I've seen multiple people in my life. I mean, people who missed so much of their child's life because they were in jail, or you know what I mean. Like, listen, we got too many examples that are close to home that we know. Like, there are men who do in fact create these broken homes. My question's always like, but y'all, I always think about the women. I'm like, but y'all didn't know what it was hitting for? Like you knew he already had like 2 or 3 kids from some other chick. You already knew he was in the
yeah,
streets. He was a drug. He was selling drugs or he was doing whatever he was doing. You already knew about the man, and you still had his baby. And that's the part that perplexes me because I'm like, yeah, there are some men, and it's a minority of men who are creating these babies recklessly, right? But women just keep going back and having kids from these men, bro. Like I just don't understand. Like, but no, there are men who can create broken homes. I agree. I just don't feel like I don't know, bro. I just feel like it's not in the average man or most men to do that, though. I just don't. I just don't.
but
I don't feel like they have it
what
in them.
I right, what I will agree on him with is that like, so if you reverse the male and the female role, for example, right? So say the man, the woman has the baby and the guy takes the baby, right? And the woman can go leave and do whatever she wants to do. What I would say, guys aren't out here saying, "Oh no, you can't see your mom." Guys aren't I would 1,000%
Right.
disagree with that. Men are not out here being like, "Oh no, 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 you can't see your mom." F that.
Right.
Women are the ones saying you can't see your dad.
Right.
So that's one thing I will agree with them on. Like, dudes aren't out here trying to keep their kids away from the mom. That's definitely not happening unless
Yeah, I don't.
there's an
I don't
issue or
see
something
that,
like
bro.
that.
Yeah,
Right,
you're
right,
so right. You're so right. It's usually not. But remember, there's a reason too, because not only that, but you gotta. We talked about this before. The government also incentivizes broken homes, and women fall for the bait because women will get the SNAP benefits. Women want the welfare. Women want, the child support. Like women will that for them. For some women, we talk about that's a bag. That's getting the bag. You know what I mean? Like that's getting to the bag, bro. Like having somebody's kids and put them on child support.
definitely.
So it
Right,
doesn't help that we have a society that women are incentivized to break homes. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, so it's a combination of factors. It definitely is. But yeah, I've never seen men be like, "No, you can't go see your mom.
You can't see your mom. Like,
I'm
no,
keeping, I'm keeping them away." And usually because women get custody off rip. if they,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I don't know,
Or
bro.
how about
It's
this?
yeah,
What would you think about a man be like, no, you can't see your mom. Your mom cheated on me. Like that sounds crazy, bro. Like that. That sounds crazy.
yeah. I don't know, bro. I've never heard of a man not wanting his son or his daughter or his kid to go see his mom because she moved on and she's in another relationship. Now you
Right.
can't be over there because she done moved on. Like, wait, what, bro?
Wait, what?
Like that, it's on to the next one. It's too many fish in the sea, bro. It didn't work out. Go see your mom. I'm gonna be dipping in something this weekend when you with your mom. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
life goes on. Like I'm just
Right.
saying, bro. Like as men, like life goes on. So like you're right, bro. It's women who usually use these kids as like pawns. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
use them and they manipulate the other parent because they can't get what they want because they're controlling, because they're toxic, they're abusive. That happens too. So I don't know, bro. This conversation is so interesting because I
Yeah.
mean there are men who can create broken homes. I want to make that very, very clear. But I
Yeah.
also see this side. I
We don't
also
agree
see,
with Corey Holcomb.
yeah, we don't
Is that
completely
fair to
agree
say
with
we don't
Corey.
agree with him? Yeah.
I do agree that if you gave that man a child, not to say that the man has all the power, but you have given that man one of the greatest honors you can give any man, and that is carrying his seed, giving him legacy. You gave him the
Yeah.
greatest gift you could possibly give to a person. That is your womb.
Yeah.
So that I agree. Once you give a man a child, he does have not authority or power over you, but you're stuck with that man for at least 18 years. You know what I mean? And whatever happens after that, and you've passed on his seed. Like he's already won already. You have my child. My DNA is being passed on because you allowed it to. You know what I mean? So like you giving the man the greatest honor. So
You know, and
I
on
don't
the
know, man.
18th birthday, found out it wasn't his. It's like, no,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's rough, bro. That's rough. No, but what do you think about Corey saying like make it work? You got to make it work. You had his baby, so somehow you got to make it work.
No,
Do you think that
I
it's
would agree with that. I
you
agree with
think it's
that.
on a
Yeah.
woman to be like, listen, well, you would do what you got to do to make this work because you done had this man child.
I don't think it's on a woman, but I think they both got to make it work. But I think women make it more difficult because they ask for they expect unrealistic things. So
Mm.
like if they don't get something that they want, let's just say for example taxes, right? If they don't get like what they want in taxes or whatever, they'll give it a hard time. Oh, you know what I mean? Like I I think the woman has more leverage than the man. So like it's incumbent on her to make it work because the man has less leverage. He don't have the authority or the power to make it work. So she has to make it work by default.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah. So, who do you think is more likely to like want to take on the burden of being a single parent? Do you think it's the woman or the man? Do you think I've never heard a man being like, "I'm an independent man. I'm gonna be a single parent." Like I've never seen a man out there bragging
Yeah,
about being a single parent or wanting to be a single parent and to take on that burden all by himself. I know it happens. I just don't
right.
think it's common, bro.
I think the world would be different if men had an equal shake at the parenting thing as women because like women just get it by default. So it's a tough
Yeah,
situation. So it's like
yeah.
it's not a question I don't think you and I can answer because women just get it by default unless the woman is like a genuine crackhead. You know what I mean? And the dad could bring a crack vial in court and be like, "This is her fucking crack vial. Here you go. Give me my kid." Other than that, you're not getting a kid anyway. So
It's weird, isn't it weird, bro? How like they try to talk about deadbeat dads or how fathers or men are breaking these homes, but it's like, but women have all the courts backing them. They have the state backing them. They get all the benefits when the kids break. They get all the custody. They have all the privileges and the benefits,
yeah,
but somehow it's still the fathers that are breaking these homes and creating broken homes. And I'm like, bro, like I'm confused, bro. Like, how are you guys still the victim and y'all got all the power and all the courts behind y'all? That I don't understand. I, d-
we talked
I,
about this. I mean, it's a whole different conversation, but we
yeah.
talked about this. But women get the benefit of being 100% independent and strong, and 100% victim at the exact same time.
Oh God, empowered
Yeah,
and victims at the same time. I don't get it,
yeah.
bro. I don't get it, man.
Mm.
But you want to open it up to the family and see what they think about Corey
Yeah.
Holcomb? Y'all think that are men the ones are men? He said men don't create broken homes. How do you feel about that statement? Do you think men are incapable of creating broken homes? That it's not something that we do? Do you think that it's on the woman? The bulk of the burden of keeping that family together is on the woman when she has that man child? Let us know what y'all think, man. I know we ruffled some feathers with this conversation. I know somebody got offended, but listen, let us know what y'all think.
Right.
We'll talk about it. We're really curious to hear your perspectives. This was a
All
lot.
right, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time.
Until next time.
All right.